Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and today's Wednesday, so it's Tag of the Week Day. Now, this week the prompt is family, and so I've printed out some family photos. I don't have very many. My family's scattered all over the country, and this is my idea. I went ahead and cut out the template for our tag in white, and I should have waited, but I forgot, and I cut out this rectangle in black, a little bit smaller and without the tag corners. Now my idea is to take these rectangles and squares and print out some frames in black and in white, and then ink them the opposites, right? I've got picket fence, which is white, and I've got black soot, which is, well, almost black. It's not true black, but it's close enough. And then somehow place the frames, not around the photos. They won't fit. I don't have one that fits. And then place the pictures on top, having inked the images. And yeah, so that's my plan. Okay, so as you can see, I have my Big Shot out. My Big Shot screw came out, so it's going to be a little interesting. I have no idea why, and I don't have the tool to put it back in, and the screw was stripped. I mean, it came with the handle, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to give it a whirl. So let's first start with the white. You have to have a 6-inch wide piece of paper or less. So I cut these to be 6 inches wide. I understand that at this camera angle, it's hard to see. Let me move it over. And this is not a tutorial on the Big Shot by any means. And I'm going to put some rectangles on here and put the blade side down. And then we'll cut these out. Could probably fit one of the squares on here too. I'll probably use the white ones, but I thought I would cut out a couple of black ones and ink them with the white and see how well they show up. Okay, so I'm going to run them through here. Takes a second there to get that thing going. Fortunately, my neighbor went to work at 3:45 this morning, so I don't have to worry about that big noise. Okay. And that should have cut these out. Plus, oh, actually, this is the negative. Well, that wasn't very bright. If I wanted frames, which I do, I need to put the frame and the next size smaller one inside, and that will give me a frame. But I can use these too. So, because we're gonna, if I can catch them, we're gonna make sort of a collage. Well, not sort of a collage, a collage. All right, so let's regroup here. Let's see if these two, I think these two are the next, except this one's stuck on my thumb. All right, let's leave the squares out. Yeah, that's going to give me a really thin frame, though. What about this one and this one? That's going to be a really fat frame. Let's see what I get with this one and this one. And it doesn't matter that they're crooked, except you want them to stay straight to each other. You can run these through either way. Sorry, you can probably see the top of my head. I've got this new camera angle going. It's got a swing arm that has a new like boom extension to it so that I can film straight down, but then when I lean forward you see the top of my head, where it's very apparent that I need to color my hair again. And I've still got the rest of my, yeah, that's what I wanted. So I've got the inside again, but I've also got this, which is a frame, if I can get it out without myrtleizing it. Never really done frames before, so it's kind of stuck in there. Okay, so there's one. Ta-da! So let's do another the same size, just because we know we can. And then we'll do a different size, and then I'll get some more white paper, which this is all totally crooked. There we go. This does not help that I have a bad shoulder. And if this takes too many times, then I'll, put you on pause and then I'll do the rest. Do a bunch the same size, but my little vision, such as it is, was of different sized frames. So always save these, whether these are the ones you wanted or not, because you can use them in other projects. So I've got a small square. Put that over here. Small rectangle, and what is this? Is this an actual? Oh, that's a photo. And then one of these, two of those. It's not that big of a area to work with. Let's try a couple of other sizes, or let's try a couple of squares. Come on, let's go. I don't want to ruin it. You can always put that part underneath. Okay. So let's, I don't want to go one size bigger, but I could use one size thicker. I'm not sure I can do that without going one size bigger. It's this one. This is the last small one I have. Oh, okay. That'll work. Let's get out a new piece of paper. Oh, nope, I can get one more in there. Utilizing my resources. Okay. Put the paper in this way. Put that in too far. So put the paper in this way. Put the die on this way. Top plate on, and proceed to squish. Which everything's all easy and happy until you get to the die. Now it's pretty close to the edge. You see how that end is standing straight up? There we go. So there's a bigger one. Really, don't need any more, I don't think, because we're not going to be able to fit any more. So one big one and a couple of little ones will probably achieve what I want. If not, we've always got them here in the container. You can go right back to them. I'm not sure. I was going to do a couple of black ones and ink them in white. We'll have to look and see if that will be necessary. Sorry about that. Had to step away for a second. Oh, of course, there's still one laying out. There always is. I keep these in CD covers so I can see what's inside. These are old ones that I can't use for anything else, the covers. Works pretty well. A lot of them are written on, like this one. Back from my old ebook sales days, which I might start up again. I've got the opportunity to possibly have some ebooks on YouTube marketing and such, so that might help some of you that have your own YouTube channels. It could. So it'd be kind of neat, maybe. Oh, it's too wide. Would have been kind of neat to use use this as well, but no such luck. Let's set these to the side. All right, now let's see what we got here. First of all, let's glue this onto here. Let's ink this in white. Now, this is not going to look white because I accidentally stuck my black on there once, but the ink is definitely white. This is a new thing. Didn't really want to get quite that much on the edges, but let's go with the flow so we can see it. Looks kind of frosty. And yes, I could have done this ahead of time, but hey, isn't it fun to look at the white going on the black? Kind of fun. I didn't realize picket fence was white. I thought it was like a light gray. And then I got it and it was white. I'm like, ooh, white. That's cool. Works really well on winter images. Like, you know, against dark blues. Obviously not against white snow. Takes a little bit on these new pads when you switch to a new one. Couldn't use one with any color on it though. I had to switch to a new one. Okay. Okay, so now we'll glue this down on the white one. And that in itself looks like a frame. So let's do that. Thank you, Cassie. She's going to start killing me pretty soon. It's the same Cassie that I did the guest design team project for, oh, probably 2 weeks ago now, by the time you see this. So you should visit her. Go watch the design team project, part 1 or part 2, and then follow the link. Well, that's not exactly where I wanted it, is it? I didn't quite cut this short enough. Such is life. Okay. Get everything wiped off. Now, let's see what we got. we've got this dark image, so we probably should ink it in white. This is a picture. See if the camera will focus on it. This is a picture of my parents on my wedding with grandparents on both sides. Just kind of fun. That wedding dress that my mom is wearing, that beautiful wedding dress, is the same one I used when I got married. Once of the times. Okay, now I can't really see that against that. So I wonder if I should ink it in black so we don't see the white image. We're probably done with this picket fence. Let me move this and the inker out of the way so I don't accidentally get black soot on it. I don't have a lot of family. My mom is gone. I have my daughter and my son. I have a gaggle of grandkids. A gaggle is 4 in my case. Oh yeah, that looks kind of nice. Kind of hard to see against the black, but it keeps it from having the white edge. And then this is my son and I. Oops. A couple of months ago when he came here, and it's a little dark because it's a selfie and the light was behind us. So we'll ink that, get the white off. And one last one, which is my daughter making a silly face. Because, oh, that was a bit more than I meant to do. I did a little bit more in that corner, though. I can go back and do a little bit more on that one to look like I meant to do it. You know. This is the only picture in existence of me. So, soak it up and enjoy it, I guess. I also have one of my son and me and my dog, but there's no lighter version of that. My dog's part of my family. So now let's see what we're going to do here. This is the backing paper. Let's not glue anything to that. So we've got these photos. I've got these frames. Two of the bigger ones. 3. Oh, no wonder it was so hard to cut through and to get apart. Look, it was 2 layers of paper. So, got this here. And you can do that there like that because, you know, being so original. And that there. Look, this was 2 pieces of paper. And this one here. Maybe I could do this. Ink them all carefully in black. And then put the images over them. What would that look like? Would you be able to see the frames? Not very well, huh? It's just not a big enough area. My vision was too big. Oh. What about that? Okay, that's better. That won't work. These 2 images are too big. Maybe not. All right. Can't see the frames. she says angrily. I hate it when my ideas don't work out. There is no smaller version except for teeny tiny on my printer. So to get them any smaller, I would have to manipulate them on my computer, which I could do. Okay, that would work. Over and under. Well, those two are the same size. Okay. All right, that would work for me. And how am I going to do it? Because I need to ink the frames. I should have done that first. Okay. Or do I? I'm not sure that I do. Okay, let's get the pencil out. Let's make a little mark so we know where to glue. And pick this up. Run a thin bead of glue around here. I'll try to do it from the top down. Wow. This is not near as easy as it looks. Should have just used a few dots of glue. Okay, so the next layer it's these two. Let's use the chalk pencil, which we can erase. To mark where we want them. Oh, the next layer is this one. This time I'm doing dots. So we're going to glue the whole thing down once we get the whole montage together. So I want that there. Maybe over a little bit. We'll get it worked out. Okay, now the next thing is to glue Leah's photo to mine and Matt's. Okay. And then ounce of glue all over this. My dog's going to think someone's knocking at the door and start barking. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, so then I'm going to line that up. Now what's my next layer? Grandma and Grandpa, plural. So I just want to put a bead of glue. Actually, could just glue the two photos together. So I want to do this about here on my mom's dress. Beautiful wedding dress. You should have seen it. It had roses and what is that material called? It isn't tulle, but it's something else. Maybe it is tulle over the top of the actual skirt itself, and the bodice was all embroidered, and it had little bitty buttons down the sleeves. And it was a V with the little elastic around. It was pretty cool. I loved wearing it. And this is, of course, my mom's parents, and this is my dad's parents on the opposite side. I don't know if you can see or not, but my dad looks like James Dean in that photo. I'm not going to say anything else other than that. Okay, so if I mark with the chalk pencil, so much for that, laying it all out. Mark with the chalk pencil how far over and the black pencil how far up, then I should be able to glue this to that. That's kind of fun. May not be fun to you guys, not your family. But I've never used photos of my family before. I know. I am an anomaly, wrapped around a conundrum. Whatever that means. Oh no. No, 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 no. What did the black come off of? Okay, I'm going to have to go up a little bit higher, huh? It's still okay. Okay. You know, I wonder if I need both. Well, because of the rule of threes, right? 3 frames, 3 photos, 3. Okay, let's do it. I wonder if I should cut a hole. Oh, the black came from me. Crazy black soot. Well, I made it worse, but we have a solution. solution would be to go wash my hands at this exact point, wouldn't it? It's a little crooked, but gives us an idea where we need to glue. And then once we glue the whole thing to the, it's coming from the tip of my glue. Well, what a disappointment. Wow, the whole time my head's probably been underneath the camera. I am so sorry. Okay, so that's what we've got. Let's erase this little chalk mark off of there. Look at that. We'll take this whole thing. Looks pretty wild from the back. We'll take this whole thing. We will run glue around. And then the rest will be history. We need to pause. Sorry about that. I forgot to look and see how long I had been recording for. And for some reason, if the file size gets over 4 gigabytes, none of it will transfer to my little data card that I use to transport my videos. What is going on? There we go. Had a spider web from the glue. I like it. There we go. Now, here's the question. Should we ink the tag in black or not? I think not, because our backing paper is black. So that will provide us the contrast that we need. Okay. I say go with it. Cover up that demon black ink. Take this and put it away before it gets on something like my thumb. And look at all these frames we've got to use if I don't put my thumb on them. And something else, some other project. All right, now let's, you know what? I'm going to put you on hold for just 1 second, and I'm going to go wash my hands. It's going to come off, and if it didn't come off in the sink with hot water and flow down in black ink like it did in my sink, then I doubt it's going to get on here. Let me wipe this off, just in case. And again, I apologize for the top of my head. I keep forgetting that the camera sticks out that far now. Well, at least you get to see me on camera and not just my hands. Alright. I almost forgot to get the book. I had it sitting across the room. I realized it on my way back from the bathroom. Okay, there's our tag this week. I like it. Turned out better than I thought that it would. I know, I'm just being honest. This is our second signature. Our magnet is not holding very well. It's holding there, but you know, as far as the first page of a signature, I don't know. I mean, it's because this is so long, it can rotate on the magnet. So I may end up putting some Velcro dots on here. The black half will not show against the black paper really, and the clear half won't be that bad on this side. Let's take that off. Let's go to the second page of our signature. It has some sort of schmutz on it. I give up. I know I didn't try very hard, but it was something that was not going to come off. However, that would come off. I'm going to put this in the book, and then we'll call it a video. Well, we'll call it a book page and a video. I am being very klutzy today. I'm filming this too far ahead. Or literally, for me, too close. Okay. Let's put this in here. Oh, and the white makes another little frame. Well, that works for me. I don't know, is this going to be the black and white signature? There we go. Awesome. This picture's a little blurry, but it's the only one I have. I hadn't seen my son in 20 years in person. Of course, we chatted online and stuff because we live so far apart. I live in Seattle and he lives in Tennessee. So, and none of my family's wealthy. Plane tickets are expensive. Alright, so there we go. There's our page, or there's our tag, there's our page. That's our video, and I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.